Hey everybody, once again it is simply Adriana. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time coming to my channel, welcome. If you are returning a subscriber, hey boo, how you doing? Hey. Um, but yeah, so don't forget to leave a comment down below, click that subscribe button, and also in addition to, okay, also click that notification bell so you can get notified anytime I upload new content for you guys. So with that being said, let's get started. So today this video is about the military, about my military journey. If you guys know, some of my older subscribers, I posted a video a while back about why the military, and it was basically just like an introduction sort of video, kind of telling you why I decided to do the military in the first place, all of the background story behind that. So fast forward, now we at where we at right now, okay, which is here. So I went to my recruiter. The first recruiter that I had from my why the military video was a man. He was awesome. He was great and all of that, but he got stationed somewhere else. So he's no longer where he used to be, and they moved the whole location and everything. And when I tell you, like, I didn't hear from my recruiter for like a month. So I called him and I was like, what's going on? What happened? Like, where you at though? Type thing, and no response, no response to texts, emails, phone calls, nothing. So finally I was like, okay, well, let me go up here and see. I drove up there, sis. The space was empty. Wasn't nobody there. I was like, eh. Okay. So then I was like, well, great. Now I have to find another recruiter in my area. And I know since I'm over the age of 18, well, over the age of 21 as well, I have the freedom to go to any recruiter that I see fit. Like, I can travel to a different recruiter if I choose to. So I was just like, okay, well, I'm gonna just look for a recruiter that's, in my area, so I ain't gotta, spend that much gas. I ain't gotta go wham bam, do all this type of stuff. So first time I went to that recruiter, nobody was there. But it was an office space. So it was actual office, just nobody was there. It was closed. So I was like, okay, that's fine or whatever. I'll just, wait maybe like a week or so and like try to go back, try to see if they're open, see what's going on. So before that week even was up, but like before that week passed, I received a phone call from the recruiting office. And it was a recruiter. She was like, hey, how you doing? My name is such and such, and I'm taking over all of the files, all of the cases that, your old recruiter had. So I will now be your new recruiter. So I was like, oh, bet I got a female recruiter now. Okay, this what's up. This gonna be well, it's gonna be good. Baby, she don't play no games, okay? That man recruiter, he was good, but her, she ruthless, but I love it though. I was like, yes, come on, woman in charge. It was really really cool. So she basically gave me the breakdown of everything I needed. So we set up another not an informational meeting, but just like a recap of like different things I went over before my other recruiter, so that she can get to know me and know where I am and everything now. So I was like, okay, cool. Came in and she was like, let me tape you, let me weigh you before we even get this conversation started. So I was like, damn, okay. I'm like, that was fast. Like, you don't see how my day going or nothing first. But we went back, she taped me and everything, she wrote everything down, weighed me, wrote all that down, and then she pulled out like they have this chart on this app where they put in all of your information, and then it lets you know like what target you need to be at, right? So I'm 71 inches, which is 5'11". So that means that my goal weight is 177 pounds. I got a little ways. I got ways to go before I get there, but that's like my goal weight, right, sis? Okay, so we working on. So it's a process. Okay, so that's why I got to get to. But she also told me that if I am able to get my body percent, body 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 fat percent, my BMI if I'm able to get my BMI down to a 36%, then I can also go into the military as well. I'll be ready for MEPS and everything like that, and I can go ahead and go in. So I was like, okay, that's cool. I can do that. Either one is fine because I do want to be fit and things like that. Like, I'm an active, healthy person. When I say healthy, I mean chunky. So I'm an active, healthy, chunky person. But I can always be better, So that's why I was like, okay, well, that works out. That's very beneficial. So while I was in there, she was like, well, since you're here, would you like to take a practice ASVAB? And I was like, okay, I'll take the practice ASVAB, just to scale, what I'm going to get on it. Because I hear, like, whatever you score on the practice, you guaranteed to get, like, 5 to 10 points higher on the actual ASVAB. So I was like, okay, yeah, this is cool. Like, I'll go ahead and, take it and see what's up. So I took the practice ASVAB. Mind you, I ain't do no studying or nothing. I've been out of college, well, I would say for a minute, but I just started going back because I was doing science classes for nursing. So I only been out like a couple months as of recently, but before that, I had been out for a few years. So it had been some time. But I just went in there blindly and took the practice ASVAB, and I scored an 80 on the practice. So with that score, she was like, oh, wow, you qualify for tons of jobs, which was great. But there's a specific job that I want in the military. So I was like, okay, well, do I qualify for this job? And she was like, oh, well, no, you have to get at least a 90 or above in order to qualify for that job, because there's an additional test that you have to take if you qualify. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I need to study, practice, prepare, do all that stuff to get ready for that. So she was like, yeah, we can go ahead and do that. Now, mind you, when she went over my weight and everything, I already knew I wasn't at my weight that I needed to be. I knew that going in. I knew when I went to go see the recruiter the first time when I saw him, because it was like an informational thing, like I was trying to get somewhere, right? But I've come such a long way. When I first walked into the recruiter's office, excuse me, for the very first time, I weighed, brace yourself, sis. I weighed 510 pounds. Five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 510 pounds. Yes. So that's how much I weighed when I first went into a recruiting station. So naturally, they was like, oh, I don't know what she coming up in here for, because, bitch, she ain't ready. But, like, my recruiter, he was still interactive. He was encouraging. I told him, this is a dream of mine. This is something that I wanted to do. So, he agreed to still work with me, and us discuss some things. My only job was to continue to lose weight. So right now I currently weigh 333 pounds. What? 333, and I like that now. 3, that's my number. So I currently weigh 333 pounds. So in a year I've gone down over 100 and some pounds. So I'm really excited. I'm really, really excited, but I still know, like, I have a ways to go. And I've been working out like crazy. I've been losing like an average of like 5 pounds a week as of right now, and that's a lot. Like, some people hearing that, they like, damn, because normally you only lose about like 2 pounds a week. So it's like me losing like 5 a week, that's major. But the reason why is because of I have so much weight, so it comes off a lot faster. Now once I start getting closer and closer to my target, I'm gonna have to really be pushing, really, really be working my butt off in order to get to what my target goal is. And it's definitely accessible. It's definitely doable. So I'm really excited about that. So, it's a process, right? We're in a process right now. So we're growing, thriving, moving together, and it's a process. And I'm so happy y'all been on this entire journey with me, nursing, military, everything. Like, I'm thrilled, like you have no idea. So with that being said, since I got an 80 and I know I need to score higher, I got some study tools for the ASVAB. Okay? What? And I'm going to tell you, this stuff has really been helping me. Number one, this book right here. This ASVAB book by Barron's. Can y'all see? Is it focused? Is it focused? Yes. Okay, so this ASVAB book is the 12th edition, and it has 7 full-length practice tests in this book. Now, the reason why I got this book is because I wanted to be in the actual test setting, time myself with the actual questions so I can get a feel for how the test will flow. That's how I work good with tests. I'm not a bad test taker at all. But I like to know the flow of tests so I know what to expect, if anything. Even if it's the smallest thing, I still like to know what to expect, if you will. So that's the reason why I got this book. Now, the other thing I've been studying is also by Barron's, and it comes in handy, let me tell you, is this, okay? This is the Barron's flashcards for the ASVAB. 450 flashcards in here. When I tell you it has all 9 sections that are going to be on the ASVAB extensively explained, okay? So let me show y'all. And it comes with a little hook ring thing, so you can hook the cards or whatever on them. So basically, the first part, it gives you like a little introduction, so you know what to expect and everything. It tells you all of the sections and categories that are gonna be on the test. Will it focus? Okay, so it ain't really gonna focus. Whatever. It'll tell you all the little categories and everything, and how to use them and stuff. So then it goes to like questions, right? So this symbol automatically, it's science, right? So it gives you the science question, and then directly on the back it tells you the answer, and then it goes and explains the answer as well. So it's very, very helpful. It's very, very beneficial. It's like this, and it come in a box like this. So it's up like this, and then you got all your cards and everything in there. So it's like easily accessible, really good for you to study on the go. You can take it everywhere with you. Sometimes, like, I'm a visual learner and auditory, so I'll take it, I'll go over it, look at it, say it out loud, so it gets, implanted into my mental. And so that way I feel like, okay, I know what this is, I know what I need to do, boom, boom, bam. And so these two things together, okay, both by Barron, okay, we doubling up on Barron. These two together, a godsend, seriously. Like, I went online and took another practice ASVAB exam just to see like where I am, because I've only been studying these two things for about 2 weeks now, and I went and took another practice ASVAB test online. What was that, like 2-3 days ago? Yeah, 2-3 days ago. And so I went up to, I believe, 84 on the practice ASVAB, which is good because it gauges, from 5 to 10 points for the practice. So the actual would be 5 or 10 points higher. So that's really, really good. But I mean, that's just with me studying for the past 2 weeks, and not studying every day either. Just like studying sporadically, like here and there when I find time in between work and school and stuff like that. So it's been really, really beneficial. I would recommend it, honestly. I think Barron has a lot of really, really good tools for you to use. I know a lot of people use, what is it called? ASVAB for Dummies. I personally didn't look through it. I didn't even look at the book. I didn't buy the book or nothing. These were the materials that were available at Barnes & Noble when I went. So I don't know if they were sold out of ASVAB for Dummies or what, but in my area, this is what was available. And so this is what I took as well. And so my recruiter also told me that I had to become well versed in, military information. So she gave me this as well. So this is just basically like a little informational packet, how you can join. It has like the rules, general orders, the steps that you need when you go to MEPS, different things that you would have to bring, processing stations, the check-in, check-out process, counseling, how you select a job, finding the perfect job for you, the enlistment oath, and things. So if you want to memorize that ahead of time, you can. And it also has like a little sample ASVAB test in it as well. So it's like if you want to like get an idea of what may be on it for each section, it has like in the back like a little practice for each section of what may be on the potential ASVAB, and then it has notes and stuff in the back, and then your recruiter information, all of that. So it's really beneficial. I'm actually excited. I'm elated because I've been wanting to join the military since I was 18, and it's been a journey that was basically almost 12 years ago now. So, I mean, of course, I know I'll be going into the military a lot older, but I'm happy about it. I'm excited. So, yeah, it's like, it's going to be a great journey. It's going to be a great process. So, yeah, so that's basically all I have for this video. I just want to give y'all like a little update on what I'm doing and stuff with the military and how I'm studying for the ASVAB right now. So, yeah. Until next time, you know, if y'all gonna see a couple videos with me in the same outfit, but that's because I'm knocking these videos out for y'all, for you. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So yeah, so I'm doing that, and yeah, I'll holler at you guys in the next video. Deuces.